Do you want to learn premium draping, but you keep getting tripped up by not knowing what size panels to get? I can't tell you how many questions I get asking the same question over and over, right? But guess what? The only real answer is that it should be long enough to create a puddle in your design and not actually have high water. Now, in my last video, I gave you guys the ultimate fabric buying checklist to make sure that the buying process is much more simple. That way you're able to eliminate all your basic fabric questions and boost your confidence as a business owner. Plus, you also discovered how to outsource your entire backdrop fabric selection process altogether to help you focus on the fun stuff such as designing, right? Now, this time we're going to talk about the size of your backdrop panels and how long should they be. Not to mention, I will be sharing one cool money-saving hack when buying backdrop panels. If you've ever tried to create a beautiful backdrop puddle, then you know that it requires your drapes to be longer than the adjusted height of your backdrop system. For example, if your backdrop is set to 10 feet tall, maybe the sticking point and your drapes are 10 feet tall or shorter, they look like high waters, right? If this has happened to you before, drop me a side-eye emoji below, right? However, just know that you're not alone. It's probably one of the most common mistakes with newbies, right? Now, the good news is that there is a workaround if you already have short drapes. I still use my short drapes. So keep watching because this hack alone will save you a ton of cash. Not to mention the 3 tips I'm going to share with you to help you understand what size drapes you should be using. I'm Precious Stevens of the Plush Academy, and I help creatives make more money in their business with premium draping. Just because today I'm known as the draping queen, don't think for 1 second that I don't still use short drapes or I don't create hacks to make my backdrops really look amazing, right? I remember when I first started out, of course I was looking to save money, so I would purchase what I knew or what I was told, which was 8-foot drapes, right? Oh man, did I get that wrong. Not to mention, before I knew these hacks that I'm about to share with you today, I would just get rid of my panels because they were entirely too short and I did not like the way it was. But guess what? I no longer have to do that. Not only do I still drape with 8-foot panels, guess what? You can't even tell. So keep on watching so I can share with you exactly what I do. Now, come on, guys. I've seen the pictures, I've gotten the DMs, and much more. So it's not uncommon to really jerry-rig a situation, right? I want you guys to share with me a time that you had the wrong size panels. Better yet, if you use Walmart curtains, because I know I sure did. I want you to comment below and tell me all about it. I love hearing your stories, and I always get a good laugh sometimes. Not to mention, you're really helping someone else realize that it's okay. They may have done it too. So here's what I tell people, right? It's really your preference because it's more than one way to skin a cat. However, I will share with you 2 really important key factors to consider when making your panel size decision. Tip number 1, first you want to determine the width, right? A few things are important when it comes to the width of your panels. For one, you want to consider the fullness of your design. Many fabric blends are a standard width between 54 and 60 inches wide for the most part. However, there are some that's much narrower than that, such as chiffon, which is only 48 inches wide. So not only is chiffon a shorter or narrower width, it also is very thin and it's a delicate texture. So if you want a very full design, you better be prepared to really use a whole lot of chiffon. I really like chiffon though when it's used for canopies and arbors at weddings and things like that because it's really lucid. It's not like voile, which is so much stiffer, right? Another thing you want to consider for the width is different textures. Different textures are available in double wide, which is up to 118 inches wide, which is roughly about 10 feet. These you'll commonly find in voile, crushed voile, or taffeta. And I really like it because it's like you're getting more bang for your buck. And you lose less panels because they're wide enough to kind of count as 2 panels. Now, tip number 2 is you'll want to determine the length. Now, the length can be determined on the design or the theme of your event. If you're designing something like a kids theme backdrop for some kind of kids theme party, I'm almost certain it would not be 14 feet tall. So you can save a lot of money by purchasing shorter drapes. You could also base the length on where you're actually placing the panels. Now, if you want to learn a neat money-saving hack, keep watching this video. But realistically, the placement of your panels is important because not all of your panels need to be super long, even if your backdrop is tall. When selecting the length of your panels, you want to consider what you use the most. You'll want those to be longer so that you can have more flexibility, right? If you have basic white voile, buying these in at least 12-foot lengths will allow you to use them for maybe an elegant tall wedding backdrop, as well as a standard short baby shower theme or something like that. Because if it's a shorter one, you'll just puddle the extra so no one knows and no one see it. Now, if you're ready for one cool money-saving panel hack, give me a thumbs up below this video to show me that for one, you're still with me, and for two, you're excited to see this hack. Okay, so here's the skinny. You can save so much more money by buying shorter 8-foot panels because not only are they a lot cheaper, but you can use these panels in areas of your backdrop that do not require the bottom to reach the floor. These can be in zones such as 1 or zone 2, or you can even use them in your swag. Now, if you're unfamiliar with zone 1 and zone 2, you may want to take advantage of my free bonus introductory course, which those details is in the description below. So now that you know what size draping panels to use for your backdrops, if you're saving money by sewing your draping panels yourself, check out my next video to learn all about the correct size of the rod pocket, because I get so many questions about that, right? Meanwhile, thank you for spending time with me today. If you'd like to leave a comment below, please do, because I always read them and I really do enjoy them. And not to mention, I try my best to answer each and every one of them, right? Make sure you hit that subscribe button before you go and give me a thumbs up like I asked earlier if you found this video to be helpful. And join me over in my mobile community for more insider tips, inspiration, upcoming promotions, on all that good stuff on every service that I offer, right? Only thing you would do is simply text the word JOIN to 404-737-0308 to stay connected. And if I said that too fast, all the information is in the description below. And like I mentioned earlier, if you're really ready to take your draping skills to the next level, I created a free course that's going to help you get there so much faster. Just simply click that link below for the Learn Premium Draping Bonus Introductory course, and you'll get instant access to the 7-day free trial. I hope to see you guys on the inside.